maybe it will distress a lot of people, but I've had an awfully nice life.
The golden age of Hollywood was a time of glamour, fame, and cinematic magic. But behind the glitz, many actresses faced harsh realities dictated by the film studios that controlled their careers. Among the most devastating were the forced or coerced abortions some of these women endured. They were often pressured to terminate pregnancies to maintain their marketable images or to avoid scandal. From Judy Garland to Marilyn Monroe, these women's stories reveal the darker side of an industry that demanded the ultimate sacrifices from its brightest stars. Judy Garland. Judy Garland was one of Hollywood's most beloved stars, known for her magnetic talent, particularly in singing and acting from a young age. Born Frances Ethel Gumm in 1922, Garland's big break came in 1939 with Wizard of Oz, in which she starred as Dorothy and sang the iconic Somewhere Over the Rainbow. While the world saw her as a symbol of youthful innocence, her life behind the scenes was a far cry from her bright persona on screen. MGM Studios had an iron grip on Garland, dictating everything from her diet to her love life. The studio's control also extended to her pregnancies. During her marriage to bandleader David Rose, Garland became pregnant, but MGM intervened. The studio, keen on maintaining her girl-next-door image, allegedly forced Garland into having an abortion. Judy later revealed how controlled she felt, stating, quote, "They had us working practically 24 hours a day. They'd give us pills to keep us going and then pills to put us to sleep. Then they'd wake us up again and give us more pills." The pressure of maintaining her career while being treated this way, including undergoing an abortion, contributed to her lifelong struggles with substance abuse and depression. The toll of this control not only impacted her health, but also her ability to lead a fulfilling personal life. Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow, the original blonde bombshell, captivated audiences with her sultry looks and incredible performances during the 1930s. Born Harleen Carpenter in 1911, Harlow shot to fame in films like Hell's Angels and Dinner at 8. Her provocative persona on screen made her one of the most popular and desired stars in Hollywood. Yet off-screen, her life was riddled with complications. Harlow was married 3 times before her untimely death at age 26, and during her second marriage to producer Paul Byrne, she became pregnant. But MGM Studios had a strict vision for Harlow's career and did not see motherhood fitting into her bombshell image. MGM reportedly forced Harlow to undergo an abortion to keep her glamorous and untouchable on the silver screen. The decision was not Harlow's, and it added to the emotional strain she already felt in her tumultuous marriage. Byrne died under mysterious circumstances, and this further threw her life into chaos. Though her on-screen success continued, Harlow's personal life became increasingly troubled, with physical and emotional stresses weighing her down. In a short yet explosive career, Jean Harlow's experience with an enforced abortion reveals the often hidden, grim realities many actresses faced. Bette Davis.
When I did Eve, Mr. Mankiewicz was telephoned by 10, 12, or 15 directors and said, "My dear, you're insane. Just prepare yourself. She will walk on the set with a yellow pad and a pencil, and there won't be one line of yours left."
Bette Davis, born in 1908 in Lowell, Massachusetts, became one of the most respected actresses in Hollywood history. With her bold acting style and fierce determination, she carved out a career that spanned 5 decades. Known for iconic films such as All About Eve and Jezebel, Davis was an actress who broke molds. She fought hard for meaningful roles, famously suing Warner Brothers in the mid-1930s to gain greater control over her career, though she ultimately lost the case. Despite her professional triumphs, Davis's personal life was filled with difficulties. She was married 4 times and dealt with significant pressures from the film industry to keep her image in line with Hollywood's expectations. Early in her career, when she became pregnant during one of her relationships, it was reported that Davis was coerced into having an abortion to maintain her rising star status. The studios had firm control over her personal decisions, and becoming a mother at that time was seen as incompatible with her career trajectory. In later years, Davis reflected on the harsh realities of being an actress during Hollywood's golden age, stating, quote, "I survived because I was tougher than everybody else. This toughness came at a cost, as she had to make difficult and often heartbreaking decisions to ensure her career success." Lana Turner. Lana Turner, born in 1921, was the epitome of glamour and drama in old Hollywood. Discovered at a soda fountain, her rise to fame seemed almost too good to be true. With films like The Postman Always Rings Twice and Peyton Place, Turner became one of the biggest stars of the era. Her personal life, however, was as much a spectacle as her career. Known for her numerous marriages and relationships, Turner's life was often sensationalized in the press. One of her most notorious relationships was with actor Tyrone Power, with whom she had an affair in the 1940s. During this time, Turner became pregnant. Under significant pressure from her studio, MGM, and Power himself, she was coerced into having an abortion. The studio feared that her bombshell image and marketability would be damaged by the public revelation of an unwed pregnancy. This event added to the growing emotional turbulence in Turner's life. She later admitted to struggling with the expectations placed on her as a Hollywood star, famously saying, quote, "A successful man is one who makes more money than his wife can spend. A successful woman is one who can find such a man." Joan Crawford.
And you know, I find that when I'm not working, and I don't have to get up at that ungodly hour in the morning at 4:45, I get very lazy. I really do.
And bored?
Well, no, restless.
Joan Crawford, born Lucille Fay LeSueur in 1904, was one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses, with a career that spanned over 5 decades. Known for her intense dedication to her craft, Crawford starred in classics like Mildred Pierce and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Her transformation from a chorus girl to an Oscar-winning actress was a testament to her ambition and relentless work ethic. Despite her professional success, Crawford's personal life was far more turbulent. She had several marriages, and her desire for control extended beyond her career into her personal relationships. Crawford was rumored to have had multiple abortions, reportedly at the behest of studios who wanted to maintain her image as a glamorous leading lady. In Hollywood's golden age, an unplanned pregnancy could derail an actress's career, and Crawford was no exception to this ruthless system. Though she never publicly spoke in detail about her abortions, it was well known that Crawford was forced into these decisions by the studios that valued her marketability over personal happiness. Crawford's adopted daughter, Christina, later revealed in her controversial memoir, Mommy Dearest, that her mother deeply struggled with her roles as both a mother and a star. Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth, born Margarita Carmen Cancino in 1918, was one of the most glamorous and beloved actresses of the 40s. Known as the Love Goddess, Hayworth rose to fame with films like Gilda and CoverGirl, captivating audiences with her stunning looks and sultry performances. But her personal life was marred by instability and heartbreak. She was married 5 times, most famously to director Orson Welles and later to Prince Ali Khan, but none of these relationships provided her with lasting happiness. During her relationship with Welles, Hayworth reportedly became pregnant but was pressured to have an abortion. Both Welles and the studios were wary of how motherhood would impact her image and career. The decision left Hayworth devastated, as she had long expressed a desire for a family. Reflecting on her stardom and the costs it exacted from her, she famously said, "Every man I have known has fallen in love with Gilda and wakened with me." Marilyn Monroe.
Yes, I'm much happier though.
Marilyn Monroe, born Norma Jean Mortensen in 1926, was one of the most iconic and tragic figures in Hollywood history. Her rise to stardom was nothing short of meteoric, starring in films like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and Some Like It Hot. She was celebrated for her beauty, charisma, and comedic timing, but behind the glamorous image was a woman battling significant personal struggles. She had a difficult childhood marked by instability and time in foster care. Her adult life was fraught with challenges as well, from her tumultuous marriages to Joe DiMaggio and Arthur Miller to her battle with mental health issues. During her career, she became pregnant multiple times, but each one ended in miscarriage or abortion. According to reports, Monroe was pressured by her studio and powerful figures in her life to terminate at least one of her pregnancies fearing that motherhood would hinder her career. She once remarked, quote, "Fame will go by, and so long I've had you, fame. If it goes by, I've always known it was fickle." Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these actresses is your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below.